Is it possible? Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you live from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. And the reason I started the live out that way is I have wanted to do a live stream from here so many times, and I've never been able to, ever. Why? Because I forgot to put my shirt on, so I gotta hold the microphone. Hopefully the microphone works tonight. I'm at DT Fleming's on the very north end of the west side, also known as, well, there's a couple, you call it DTs. We used to call it Raging Waves when we were tourists here because this was like the best spot to bring the kids for bodyboarding. And then we used to come here like almost every single day for like the first 5 years that we lived here. And because it was just a great spot for the kids, but I could never do a live here because there's not enough cell phone signal. You know, no 3G, 4G, 5G, zero, there's no G. Yo, what's up, G? But now we got the Starlink. Yes, ah. So anyway, the title of this video, besides me just having fun, stoking out, trying to figure out all the cool new places I can go live, but I can give you a little window into what it's like on a daily living on Maui and the things that we do. And this would be like the evening spot to come down after a long day at work and just catch some waves and hang out with the kids. Maybe in the olden days before I quit drinking, you know, have a couple beers. Ah, the good old days. But anyway, the point, hang on, I'm gonna switch camera angles here, hang on. I'm gonna stay with me. It's all about me, that's for sure. But I want you guys to see just these little nuggets, right, that you can catch. There's Hunter, he's on a little fish. He's not used to being on the fish. Let's see, come on, Hunter, come on. Oh, they're not as floaty as the longboard. He just brought his Oli back right here. He's on the Oli. We've actually had S-turns right before this, but it wasn't consistent enough waves. But he's got the Oli. Shout out to Bob Oli. Yes, sir. One of the greatest shapers of all time. And yes, he's a legend, and he's still alive, and he still lives on Maui, and his place burned in the fire. And I actually talked to the guy that he's living with, actually. Anyway, the title of this video is Top 10 Things to Do on Maui. And I thought it would be a good opportunity for you to maybe, in the comments section, just vote with like, what's your favorite one thing to do? I'm gonna go through my top 10 things, but I'd like to hear your top one thing or two things or three things. I believe in audience participation, and obviously there's nothing like unfettered, uncensored, especially in this day and age, right? Anything uncensored is like a miracle. Opinions from people that can help. So I'm gonna give you my top 10. Matter of fact, I made a video a few years ago that was called Top 10 Things to Do on Maui That Nobody Will Tell You, or something like that. I can't remember. It was, a lot of it is actually still relevant today, but this is going to be a little different. This isn't going to be about like the best restaurants or this, that, and the other thing. It's just going to be like the top 10 things, and maybe mine will be a little, hang on a second. Go Hunter. Oh, did he just get smoked? He did. By the way, pretty good swell right now. It's just not happening here, but I heard Pipeline is just pounding as we speak. But okay, number one favorite thing for me to do on Maui, it kind of goes without saying, is just get in the ocean, right? Whether you're just a little guy like that, or there's my little guy. We brought him here when he was about 3, 4, 5, I don't know, somewhere in there. There he is. But is to get in the ocean, right? Whether it's, okay, we're not going to cover all the activities in the ocean, but let me tell you, there's no excuse not to get your gills wet at least once a day if you live here, or if you don't live here. You're just coming here on vacation, getting those gills wet is critical. So you got snorkeling, you got swimming, you got bodyboarding, you got surfing. You going back to the longboard? Hey, nice wipeout though, I like it.
Got one, babe.
Nice. Anything you want to say to the YouTube people? Anything you want to say? Huh? Come on, man.
Buy only.
Buy Olis. All right, he's switching back to the longboard. So it would be get in the ocean. That's my number one thing to do. As a matter of fact, before, or right when I moved here, I met somebody. I forget who it was. Maybe it was Sean King, but somebody told me, one local kind brother, he said, hey man, if you're gonna on Maui long term, you've got to make the ocean a part of your life. You just got to. And I was like, okay, I got that. I feel you. And so I've endeavored to do that. Scuba diving, whatever it is. So that's number one. I know it's just kind of like whatever, but you'd be surprised how many people live here and don't go in the ocean, or how many people come here on vacation and don't really go in the ocean, right? So yeah, just go in the ocean. Whether it's just a toe in the sand with a drink in your hand, let's go. All right, number two, definitely has got to be a whale watch. Now, right now, I just got done surfing S-turns with the boys, and there was multiple breaches happening. I don't see any out here right now, but maybe you will with the iPhone camera. But I would say number two would be definitely go on a whale watch, which is going to be from basically December until April. But your peak season is right about now, but there's nothing like going out there. Oh, we kind of pearled that one. There's nothing like going out there. By the way, this is my firstborn son here. That was Hunter, by the way, right there. This is Dylan. He's kind of sitting on the outside, waiting for that monster set to come in. Much aloha, Dylan. But I literally have spent hours and hours of my life right here in this ocean, right here at this spot with all my boys. And it's one of the things that inspired me to move here. I remember being out here in the middle of the winter, hanging out with my kids, and I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool, man. It's a cool lifestyle, man. Best lifestyle on earth, they say, but I would happen to agree. So in case you're just tuning in, this is Eric West coming to you from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. We're doing what's called a Maui fix. In case you're stuck somewhere in the frozen north and you have voluntarily chosen to live in a climate that produces heavy snowfall, wind, and frostbite, that is your decision, right? And I know you're going to stand by it, but you always have Maui, and you always have the Maui fix. There goes the D-man. Let's go. Stylation. Good job, D. Okay, so number two was whale watch. Oh, don't forget, if you're just joining the live, please in the comment section put what's your number one favorite thing to do when you come here. Number one was go in the ocean for me of any kind of ocean activity. Number two would be go on a whale watch during whale season, obviously. Number three, the big number three. Well, it's got to be take advantage of the beautiful. And I knew this wouldn't be. I said this wouldn't be about restaurants, and it really isn't. Although the top three restaurants are definitely Mama's Fish House, Leilani's number two, and actually I want to put number three at Japanga Sushi over there at the Hyatt. Those are my top three at the moment. And one of the things I believe you have to do when you come here is you have to eat like a local, which is what? Spam musubis and pog. Just kidding. That's what the locals eat though. Too much sugar and white rice. But no, what I'm talking about is those white fish that you can only get here, right? The mahi, the ono, the opaka paka, all that deep sea amazing stuff that was like alive a few hours ago, and now all of a sudden it's in your mouth. And the ahi, man, oh, the energy that you get from eating something that was just thriving in the ocean a few minutes ago. So take advantage of the local fare, take advantage of the seafood. It's not Red Lobster, it's actually some of the best seafood in the world, cooked at some of the best restaurants, I believe, in the world. So definitely, that's number three. Eat local, but eat the fish, man. And if you don't like fish, get over it and try some poke, because poke is good for you, man. You say you're really, 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 really hungry. Remember that, you just get that hangry moment? I dare you, go eat a half of a pound, a quarter to a half. You know, if you're a man, half a pound. If you're a woman, third to a quarter to a third of poke. Get a poke bowl, avocado, whatever. Go to Foodland Farms, the nice one, not the regular Foodland. Sorry, go to Foodland Farms and you'll just feel it. You won't be hungry for the next few hours, and you'll feel this surge of energy come over you. And of course, you mix it with a little of your favorite, whether it's wasabi, or a little shoyu. That's how we say soy sauce here. Shoyu. Yes, sir. Okay, number four, hikes. You got to go on hikes. So to me, one of the most important things about going on vacation, for me personally, always has been staying in shape while I'm on vacation. So like when everyone else is out drinking and partying and staying up late, I'm going to bed early and I'm waking up early and I'm going for a run, I'm going for a workout, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to the spa, I'm getting a massage. So it would be to do things that are health orientated while you're on vacation. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but man, you should come back from vacation feeling revived and healthy, not spent and worn out and, you know, whatever. So take the opportunity to go do some cool, you know, physical rejuvenation things, like go to a spa, or go take an outdoor yoga class on the beach, or go get a beautiful, did I say massage already? No, get a massage, right? Get a deep tissue roll thing, whatever. Spend the money and revive yourself. Do it on the beach. You know, you can get creative with this stuff, but it's all about reviving your body, getting healthy, hydrating like crazy. Maybe try something new and different. Maybe try to hydrate with some, you know, volcanic water from Hawaii that's harvested at like 3,000 fathoms under the ocean, and mix it with some sea salt, and try to cleanse, you know. So take an opportunity to make your vacation not just a break from the usual routine, but also metabolically a break from that routine. All right, I know it's a little different, but that's the whole idea, right? A little bit different. Where are we at? Number 4, number 5? I'm gonna call it 5. Number 5, go to Hana. You gotta go to Hana. Hana's critical. You gotta go to Hana, man. And when you go to Hana, don't just go there and drive back. I'm sorry, you should go there, you should stay a night or two. Truly. You got to do that. You got to stay and become part of the vibration, part of the ecosystems, part of the ethos, the eros, the mana. You got to feel it, man. You got to get there and stay for a night or two. No big deal, easy peasy. But don't do like all the other tours that zip in and zip out. They miss the whole magic of that side of the island. Take your time, relax, kick back, enjoy. Next, number 6. I know it's things to do on Maui, but one of the things to do on Maui is go to Molokai. Do you know that less than 1% of the people that come to Hawaii ever go to Molokai? You got to go to Molokai. You have to go see the beautiful side of the island where they made all the lepers, you know, horrible story, but man, it's probably the single most beautiful place in the Hawaiian island chain, honestly. Kuala Papa, man, it is just amazing. You can fly over there, fly right into Kuala Papa. I believe they still have airline flights from Kahului. And yeah, just a spectacular must-do thing in my humble opinion. Number 6, you got to go to Little Beach. You know what? You got to climb over to Little Beach on a Sunday night and just hang out with the drummers. I think they're still doing it, even if they're not. Just go to Little Beach. I'm not saying you got to get naked or nothing like that. I'm not some kind of, you know, whatever. But it's just a cool place to go. Big beach, little beach. It's a quintessential experience. And it's a beautiful beach. Go down to Secrets and just explore that whole side of the island, man. There's the snorkeling out there. Go down to Aerosmith's house, and you know, little beach, big beach. It's got to happen. So important. Okay, of course, the trip to Haleakala. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little curveball into that one. I'm going to say go at sunset, man, because you know you have to have reservations now for the sunrise. Go at sunset, right? Maybe do both. Maybe even camp up at Hosmer's Grove, man. Do a little camping trip. Rent an RV for a night or two, and then do the Hana thing and do the Haleakala thing. That could be a really cool adventure. So get out of your comfort zone. Do stuff you've never done before. Because if you're going to have year-round, unbelievably warm weather, doesn't it make sense to take advantage of it? Go camping in February. Let's go. Maybe just sleep under the stars, man. Just send it. Do something different. Get the adrenaline going. Sit in an ice bath with me, and let's see what you got. All right, number 7. Are we on 7? I didn't even know. By the way, I'm literally just making this stuff up as we go. Straight from the heart, baby. Let's go. So we're just sitting here, in case you're just joining. This is a beautiful live session we have at DT Fleming's with my 2 boys, 2 of my 4 boys. That's Dylan. No, that was Hunter. I don't have my bifocals on. That was Dylan, sorry. And we're just at DT Fleming's, and for the first time ever, I'm able to provide a live signal compliments of the Starlink. And this is one of those places that we just come on a very regular basis, hang out, consistent waves. If you got kids or you just like to bodyboard, these are fun little beach breakers, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful beach. The weather usually gets a little bit stormy here in the afternoons. Tonight it's not, but stormy meaning what? The perfect Hawaiian blessing of rain just coming in, just sprinkling every single afternoon, usually in Kapalua. All right, number 7. You gotta go mountain biking, and if you don't mountain bike it, hike it. And I'm talking about the Makawao Forest. The Makawao Forest is a beautiful place to go hike, and if you can, if you're able, rent a mountain bike from Crank Cycles up there in Makawao. Do an e-bike, right? So you don't have to pedal and exercise too hard. Try an e-bike if you haven't, and just go experience Makawao Forest. I think it's better on an e-bike, but the hike is amazing as well. So is that number 8? Man, I'm kind of losing track. Kind of losing concentration. That's okay. These boys, they'll surf until it's pitch black out there. By the way, they will go until I whistle them in. Like, come on, boys, it's getting dark. It's time to go grind. Okay, what are we on? Are we on 7 or 8? I can't remember. Oh man, help me. Help me, Lord. Okay, I gotta make up number 8 real quick. um, what am I on? Hang on. Eric, hang on, I gotta read the comments here. Hang on a second. I don't know how to get back to the comments. Oh, there we go. Eric, you are cracking me up. Needed this. Upcountry is a good time. Yes, Ulapalakua, man. The winery, right? Gotta put the winery. Is the winery still around? I mean, you gotta go to Ulapalakua. You gotta check out the winery. You gotta go buy some Axis meat, some elk meat, some of their beef. They got some of the best beef, I think. I mean, it's not as good as Molokai beef, which for Lahaina, you know. That's the best beef in the world. Matter of fact, I'm already drooling just thinking about the big old honkin' filet mignon I'm gonna make here in a few hours. But but go to Ulapalakua. That one of the coolest views is right before you get to Ulapalakua, is you can see like everything. You can see Molokini Crater, you can see Ko'olave, you can see the other side of Kahului in the harbor, you can see the West Maui Mountains, you can see Lanai, you can see Molokai. It's like this fishbowl view. It's amazing. All right, number 8, Upcountry. Number 9, what's number 9? All right, number 9. Number 9. I think you got to do a sunset cruise. I think you got to. It's just a great value. And support your sunset cruises because they're about to get shut down thanks to the fake political action organizations such as Lahaina Strong and Kainashiki and all those people that are aligning themselves against the very backbone and lifeblood of Maui, which is the small business owners. That's right. Those are your quasi, not even local activists that are trying to destroy the economy. So don't let them do it. Write your congressman, write your mayor, write all the idiot democrats that just don't know what the hell they're doing. They won't read your letter anyway, but it'll make you feel better like you did your part. But come and do a sunset cruise. Go to Molokini if you want, but I think just a sunset cruise right off here is a really nice one. And the number 10, and we're gonna wrap this thing up. Give you a little shot. By the way, the sun sets over here when you're all the way up north. It sets right there. So just to orientate you guys, just in case you don't know where I'm at, right there is the Ritz-Carlton. I can hear a party going on over there, a little bit of music in the background. That is a beautiful hike right there, as a matter of fact. You go out on Dragon's Teeth right there. They have like a prayer circle, meditation, whatever, labyrinth right there. Pretty cool little hike. That, of course, is the island of Molokai. And this is what's left of the hardcore surfers. This is DT Fleming's. And right up here to the north, even further to the north, that is the cliffs overlooking Honolulu Bay, the best wave in the world. Matter of fact, Hunter and Dylan were just out there surfing that the other day. And then right behind here, of course, is the Plantation Estates, probably the most premier high-end luxury neighborhood on Maui. Okay, number 10. Number 10. All right, someone hit me with the comment right now, if you can. What should number 10 be? And I'm going to expand on it, whatever it is. Shoot me a comment. What's the number 10 thing you have to do when you come to Maui? I'm assuming I'm on number 10, but I'm not sure. Luau. Ah, nice. You are so right. You got to do a luau. You have to. As a matter of fact, when my wife and I got engaged on Maui, we did it underwater. I wanted to truly surprise her. Oh, okay, you didn't get that wave. I wanted to truly surprise my wife. So we went underwater on a night dive right next to Kaanapali Black Rock. Matter of fact, we were in a huge fight that day because she thought I was off doing something. You know, I disappeared for a long time. I had to go get the ring, had to get the piece of paper and the waterproof marker, and it took me a while. I was on Front Street. I bought the ring on Front Street at the time. And so she thought, you know what she thought? She thought I went to Little Beach. No, I didn't go to Little Beach, man. Sheesh. But anyway, so we went on this night dive, and I proposed her underwater. I broke away from the crowd, and I said, you know, I didn't say it, obviously. I pointed, I opened up the sign, said, will you marry me? And you could see her eyes were like, you know, like saucers, like, you know, I was like, uh-oh. And I always said, if she said no, I would just cut the hoses and just be done with it. Like, well, I don't know what happened to her. But anyway, she didn't. She said yes. And then we took our regulators out of her mouth, and then we kissed underwater. That's crazy on a night dive at like 35 feet. And she was a new diver too. So anyway, the reason I tell the story is the next day we were freshly engaged, and our first stop was the old Lahaina Luau. And they put a big old fat Mai Tai in your hand, and they took your picture. So I'm like halfway through this Mai Tai, the sun is setting, and it's just a beautiful memory. So yes, old Lahaina Luau is the way to go. Of course, it used to be Feast at Lele. Unfortunately, that burned. But I believe they were part owners in Old Lahaina Luau. So definitely go to Old Lahaina Luau. I think it's the best one. It still has a special place in my heart. So thank you so much for bringing that up. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, it's just now that I have the 4G, who needs 4G, right? Now that I have my little buddy here, this is my new little buddy, my little 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. That's a Starlink. I can go live anywhere, and I can show you guys just what we do, how we do it, and how we roll, and what we're doing. I did work all day long, don't get me wrong. So if you're one of my clients, I was working, I promise you, all day long. I get up at like 5 and just grind. And the kids wanted to go for a little surf, and I'm like, all right, let's go. Had some showings. I mean, so it's it's the real thing. It's working. It's one thing if you're not retired and you don't have a silver spoon, then living here is pretty much normal. You work all day, but the cool thing is the way your days can start and the way your days can end, and the way that you're never going to be bothered with cold weather for 6 months out of the year. And you can just have the most amazing beginning and endings to your day. And yeah, you still got to work, you still got to make it happen, you still got to hustle. As a matter of fact, everything here costs 10 times more, so you better hustle. But I love the motivation. By the way, I'm just watching the surfers. Hang on a second. This could be a wave. Oh, he didn't catch it. All right. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed the live. Hopefully you've got a little bit of a Maui fix. Hopefully Jack Frost is not nipping at your nose too much. But I appreciate you guys joining in. So here's a guy with his 2 kids. I saw some school shirts on them. They're just living the Maui dream right there. That's right. After school activity. That's what it looked like. My kids grew up in these waters, man. They love it. They got little, gills somewhere behind their ears. And it's just that ocean, man. It's all about the ocean. It's all about getting out there, enjoying the nice weather, getting some exercise, washing the day off of you, or starting the day fresh with some minerals and ionization and just the beautiful bath water that you just can't get anywhere. Right now, in the wintertime, you're actually warmer in the water than you are outside of the water. It's crazy. It's like the embracing arms of the Pacific Ocean. They're just loving. So nice. And here you get this little glass. Look at this little glass effect happening right there. The colors of Maui, the smells of Maui. It just never gets old, man. I've been here since 2011, and man, just every day is like another gift. So thank you, God, for making Hawaii. They say you save the best for last, right? The last inhabited place in the world, save the best for last, kept it all to himself. And how those Hawaiians got here, I'm still confused. Not sure how they navigated that far by the stars, and how they even generated enough water, food, and how would you talk a woman into doing that? Can you imagine? You're like, hey babe, I know we're all good down here in Polynesia. I know life's good. We got the kids, we got the grass hut, and I'm fishing every day. I want you to get into a canoe. And I think there's some islands way the hell out there. I don't know. Let's just follow the stars and see what happens. You think any woman would do that? I don't think so, man. I think the women would be like, ho, brah, no can. We're going to stay right here, baga. You get your ass to work tomorrow. No more going canoe for other side. Right? I just can't believe women would do that adventure. Oh, well, they followed the birds. Shut up. You know how far it is? There's no birds. The stars? How did they just think about the logistics of eating and going to the bathroom and fresh water? And it's a long journey. So I think God just stuck them here, man. That's what I think. I think God just like placed man in Hawaii. Said, all right, guys, enjoy. You should have given them a little bit more immunity, though, right? Because, man, it seems like all those natives in all around the world just got hammered by the white man diseases. It just sucks. But anyway, much aloha, guys. Thank you so much. I could just go on and forever. But please, in the comments, your number one thing to do when you're in Hawaii, when you're on Maui, and they both didn't catch that wave. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of my evening. And it's been fun. I hope you liked it. I hope you thumb up. I hope you subscribe. I hope you share. But if you don't, that's cool too, man. Whatevers. That's the thing I love about Maui too. We're pretty laid back. We don't really care that much. You mainlanders, we're just like, yeah, okay. Whatever's going on over there, meh. Doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. It's like the ultimate. I'm not going to say that. No. I mean, it is in a way. It's just going to sound weird. Hawaii to me is sort of like the ultimate gated community, right? Because there's this giant, multiple thousand miles of ocean between us and you, mainland. And it's just not, everybody can't just come over here, right? Like, if you think about it, the mainland, like the people from Mexico and Canada and everywhere else, they can just fly in and, I mean, walk in or, I don't know. This is like a very special place that I think only certain people sort of are invited to come and make their home. I truly believe that. But it's safe, it's secure, and not everyone gets to experience it. So I'm so glad that we have and are. But if you're thinking about moving here someday, somehow, I'm telling you, man, it's by invitation only, I believe, I truly believe that, because you either make it or you don't. Like within a year or 2 or 3, you will get ejected if you're not supposed to be here. Don't ask me how, it's a thing, everyone knows it's a thing. But if you do stay and you do make it, then I guarantee you, man, it's your plan, God's plan for your life. So anyway, guys, until next time, I shall return. I don't know where, don't know when, but I promise you one thing. It'll be from the most beautiful place on earth, the best lifestyle I think you'll ever find, and the one place where you know that Maui Dan will not be scraping ice off of his windshield, or Jack Frost won't be nipping on his nose, right? Maui Dan, see? I worked it a little bit differently this time. And don't forget to give to helpdaniel.org. There's an airplane, or is it a drone? It's got to be an airplane, right? Hang on. Check it out. Hang on. It's got to be an airplane, right? You guys see it? I'm trying to find it here. There. Airplane, right? See? That could be you. 3 Netflix movies. That's it. And you're here. Just 3. Maybe it's 2 Netflix movies. I don't know. But, oh. Okay, that's definitely an airplane. All right, guys. Please give to helpdaniel.org. Love you, Daniel. We're thinking about you. And much aloha to you. Please visit helpdaniel.org. Until next time, Eric West out. Thank you for allowing me to do this live. It's been fun. Top 10. Put your number 1 thing in the comments if you don't mind. Would highly appreciate. I want to know. I want to know what's the thing that you do that I don't know about that I'm going to go do next week, because you're going to share it with me. Thank you. Thank you. Mahalo.